Hi, this is Levi, Dropservice coach. Today we will be talking about pricing jobs, how to send out quotes. Before I quote a customer, I capture four things on the call. If I miss even one, I might lose the job. So you have to pay attention to not missing any informations, right? What happens the second a lead calls in, how the money actually splits, and why two jobs in two different niches can pay you completely different cuts for the exact same amount of effort. I'm going to walk you through my actual system, real screenshots, real numbers, real trackers. So by the end of this, you will exactly know how to structure pricing no matter what niche you are in. So let's just take a look at my call intake flow. It's going to be right here. I usually note down. So let's just take a look at my call and intake flow. Here's exactly what these four things are. Before any of this work, it starts with the intake. When a lead calls in, you are not trying to close a sale on the spot. You are capturing the basics. For example, name. In this case, it's going to be Smita Melanie from Hamilton. And she has questions about trimming trees. I captured her number. Which businesses they are actually calling? Because if you're running multiple listings, you need to know which one this lead belongs to their city, of course, which is going to be Hamilton. And this tells you which contractor you can do this job with, right? That's it for this step. Keep it simple, keep it fast, and get them off the phone knowing someone will follow up. 2. The job gets closed either by you or by the contractor. You obviously have to trust your contractor a little bit because he can scam you really easily. And then the contractor is actually going to do the work. 4, you're going to take your cut, and the cut isn't fixed. It moves anywhere from 10 to 50% depending on the job and industry. For example, if you are doing car detailing, it might be a little higher because the ticket sizes are smaller. But if it's a high ticket job, for example, landscaping, you might take a smaller percentage, even might be 5% because it's high ticket sizes. The thing that actually determines your percentage isn't random. It's the pricing structure of your niche that you're in. What I just told you guys. That's what the rest of this video is about because that is the part people get wrong the most. The first tier is a service you can price over the phone. I can quote this job before I even ask for the address. The first tier is a service you can price over the phone with no site visit needed. This works for low ticket, standardized jobs. For example, car detailing, house cleaning, pool cleaning, carpet cleaning. These are the jobs that doesn't have differentials. There's not a broken AC that can have hundreds of problems, right? You don't have to go there. You can ask 2 or 3 questions and you can figure out the price, right? Accurately. Because the job is predictable. This is where you can take the highest cut. I aim for 40 to 60% here. The way you set this up, find a contractor who is already charging a flat low rate fee for this exact service, and you structure your offer around what they are already comfortable making and adding some markup after discussing and negotiating with your contractor. 4. When a quote comes in through the website form, which is going to be here, for example, or this, we're going to go over to our quote request is. It automatically forwards to 2 places at once, the contractor's email and my personal email. So the contractor obviously cannot scam me. That's why I always have visibility on every lead that coming through. The contractor gets it instantly without me having to manually forward anything. Look at this. This is an actual quote request right here. Has name, mail. The city is going to be Cranbridge. Garden design and planting. It's going to be a residential. The budget is going to be $1,500 to $5,000, and they want it done within 1 month. This is going to be the message they left. Would like opinion on low, middle, and high estimation of work. So basically, they are requesting a quote over here. And this matters for 2 reasons. First, the spread of the lead. The contractor sees within seconds of submission, not 2 hours later. Second, it means I never miss a lead because it's hitting my inbox too, not just disappearing into someone else's account where I would have to trust they followed up. So let's just go into the profit tracker. I'm going to have this over here, which is going to have the job date, the time, job pricing, the contractor pay, my profit, And then if it was already paid, the technician is going to be over here, and then the notes that they have done. The spreadsheet is the reason contractors trust me with bigger jobs. Every job that closes gets logged right here. For example, this job, December 4th, 9:15 a.m. This job got completed. I got paid. The contractor got paid. Tracking every job like this shows the contractor that you're organized and professional. When you can pull up a clean log instead of guessing what you owed or what they are owed. That builds trust fast, and for you, it means at the end of any month, you know exactly what came in, what went out, and what your actual margin look like across every job, not just a vague feeling that the business is doing good or bad. This is also good to show to future contractors and deals as well. Let's just go to the sales processes that I have over here. Some jobs close in one call, others take 3 weeks. Not every niche closes the same way. There's two completely different processes depending on the job, and mixing them up is one of the easiest ways to lose a deal. So there's going to be this too, the short sale and the long sale process over here. Let's just start with the short sale. The short sale process is emergency and first visit work. Plumbing, HVAC, tree removal, roofing, right here, written down for you to read. So the contractor quotes on site and closes the same visit. Here's how it runs. The contractor gets the lead within minutes, contacts the customer, books the visit same day if they can, diagnoses on site, gives this price on spot, and closes the job right there, which is very easy. On your end, you confirm the lead, reach them, send the same day SMS or follow up, letting the customer know that the estimation team will be in touch. And once the contractor reports back the close price, contractor generates an invoice and sends it to you. So right here, let's just go into the longer step process. This is going to be for high tickets and more complex jobs. Renovations, big installs, paving, masonry. The contractor can't code blind. Here they need an on-site assessment first, and the customer is going to compare multiple companies before deciding, except days to weeks to sometimes months, not minutes. First, the contractor steps. Schedule the assessment without same-day pressure. Assess the scope, take measurements or photos if needed. Build a detailed quote. Send it to you and stay available while the customer compares the options. So first you're going to receive the lead, assess the scope, build a detailed quote, send it back to you. So this is the contractor's job. Stay available, and then you're going to send it to the customer. Once approved, scheduling, complete the work, you get paid. Collect your deposit upfront because it's a big job. Anything starts, then log the job once it closes. So that's my full system for the intake, the model, the pricing by tier, automatic lead routing, the tracker, and the two sales process. If you want a full breakdown on how I build this out niche by niche, that's inside my Dropservice link below. See you in the next one.